Joey the Steamboat.
Joey the Tugboat.
Joey the Tugboat Ortiz. No, what would your name be?
Mario the 6 Train Benitez.
Mario Madman.
Madman Mario Benitez. The mad. I'm fucking mad.
You come out just mad.
The Madman.
We're here with Mario the Madman.
The whole time I look at the.
Asking about his match he has against Hulk Hogan. What does he have coming up? What does he have? How do you feel about your match coming up against Hogan? You know, Mean Gene, I'm so mad.
I'm so mad that I can't even express it.
But I'm gonna let it out in that ring.
The Madman Mario Benitez.
You're gonna see why they call me the Madman.
And I'm not here alone. I'm here with Joey the Tugboat.
I'm here with the tugboat. And he's gonna pull you to the bay and throw you back in the ocean. We're here on this new episode of the podcast, and I was talking to Dash.
That's it. The Will Sasso.
The Will Sasso impression
is so fucking good, bro. Like, he's got the best. He's got a really good Macho Man. Too.
Yeah, no.
He's got like the breathing down. Like, it's like perfect, bro.
Will Sasso. I didn't know for the longest time he had that ability.
Like
I didn't
impersonations?
know. I mean, we all found that out like later on. Like, you remember him from Mad TV?
Oh yeah.
He didn't do a lot of impersonations of wrestlers, but later years, like during interviews and like radio appearances, I would see him do it. I'm like, yo.
And he has it down, bro. You ever seen his Jake the Snake? Nah, his Jake the Snake Roberts impression is
hilarious.
Ridiculous, bro. Super ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the way he looks at the screen, everything. He's got like every little
nuance.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That's one thing I don't got is impressions, bro.
Yeah.
I can't do them for nothing, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm bad at that. Like, I can make an impression sound real bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sound like the person at all.
I got impressions of, like, people that nobody know. Like, I could do, like, the Khan from Marco Polo.
Oh, you see, yeah, that's pretty obscure.
Nobody would know what the fuck is. There's, like, 6 people that go, hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Me and my concubines.
I could do my uncles. You know what I'm saying?
I think you do those pretty good, actually.
Those are pretty on point.
They just got to get famous.
I feel like that's a cheat, though. That's a cheat code. Like, you kind of sound the same, you know what I mean?
You ever think you could be somebody who's impersonated?
Hold on, what?
Do you think you could be somebody that's impersonated? Like, do you have like a...
Oh, if somebody could impersonate me, absolutely. Bro, if people could definitely tear me up. Just do you saw when Kenan Thompson on SNL, when he impersonated Keith Lee?
No.
He's like, we're here with the chicken sandwich. We're about to try it. We can see what's going on. And they did the whole thing with the camera zooming in and shit. Yeah. Then they gave him like the little fake little facial hair, and he had fake braids and shit. And yeah, I mean that kind of shit. I could see somebody definitely getting at me because of how monotone I am.
Yeah.
Like in my channel or whatever, which I do on purpose. Like people don't really get it yet, or a lot of people don't get it. Many people get it, but
I mean, you can't be too fucking excited on talking.
Yeah,
about
I do it on purpose, man.
Things.
Like some of the best stuff I remember watching and like documentary stuff that stuck out. It was like the weird dread in their voice that kind of made me stick around.
What was the unsolved? Is it Unsolved Mysteries that he kind of got like a deep voice?
Well, Unsolved Mysteries is Robert Stack, so you had like he would narrate a bit of it, you know.
Yeah.
So that was cool. He just kind of had like a made for TV radio voice, you know, like that type of voice. But then you also had like HBO Autopsy, and the woman who narrated that, she was like a former journalist. I think she worked for like NBC.
I don't remember hers.
Yeah, she was just a very like calm, like kind of like the voice just it matched the tone perfectly. Me, I just wanted to go into it kind of monotone and just like you don't know where I lie. You know what I mean? So, It works though. It works. It works for me. For
Oh, dude, I can't imagine. Hey, what's up, guys? It's evil.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Listen, we're gonna discuss a crazy murder this week. It's gonna be nuts.
That'd be so fucking
before we
corny.
tune into this grisly time, hit the subscribe button. Like that's what people want from me.
Yeah,
Like, bro, that's not. You're in the wrong fucking
yeah,
channel.
that's not. You ain't fucking doing like pranks and shit,
Yeah, like you're not gonna catch me fucking, doing regular household activities while telling stories.
Yeah, I saw somebody like there was like a video about this like I guess TikTok motherfucker that was going around just doing like dickhead shit.
Yeah.
Like locking people in places.
Oh yeah,
and, like,
taking like ice and throwing it in the fryer.
And like throwing things over like balconies and like, bro, he sprayed bug spray on
all over bananas, right?
and like veggies and like people's food.
I know
Like,
exactly
bro,
who you're talking about.
Who's even like, and this is a motherfucker making money online.
This is idiots, bro.
Like, yo, somebody could really die like that.
Yeah.
And now you in jail for what? Like,
dummies,
and it's not
bro.
even funny.
Yeah.
That's not even like a.
Yeah.
There's nothing funny about that.
There's content creators that they've made it their business to go to other countries and just act out, just wild the fuck out. Like, there's one guy, I'm not even gonna say his name because he's a cornball, and I don't even want him associated with my vocabulary. But he just went to a trial in Korea, I believe it was, for bugging, like doing crazy shit out there. Like he'll live stream and like be calling women whores and bitches and like getting in people's faces and talking shit. And people will step up to him and like slap the shit out of him and like bully him and his friends. And he's been arrested several times. And it's not even like this is a tough dude, or it's not even like this dude is like a scary person that people are like, oh, it's just like a complete, like you can see people's reactions. It's like they don't really understand if they're being fucked with because they're not used to like that level of stupidity.
Yeah.
Where they're just kind of like, wait a second.
Doing that in another country, that's insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you think you fucking Brittany Griner? Like, you're going to get...
Bro.
You're going to get fucking
motherfuckers don't
traded
learn.
in a swap? Like, you think a president's going to get you out?
Hell
if you
no.
get caught up in fucking some other fucking prison, bro?
Yeah, that shit's ugly. I mean, it's just bad karma, too. Like, there's people... We talked about that before. Like, there's people who patronize people. They just walk around with the camera in people's faces. Dude. What? I recorded. What you gonna do?
Well, unfortunately, and even I find myself watching that shit sometimes. I'm like, man, am I any better? Like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
bro, I mean, the bottom line is that I think people think about it too deeply. Like, we've always watched ignorant shit because ignorant shit is just gets your attention. You can't believe it's real. Like, I mean, we used to watch shit like felony fights and watch people beat the shit out of each other. You remember bum fights? Like, of course, we all know that shit.
BFK.
But the crazy part is that there's a large majority of bum fights isn't like bum fights. It's just regular fights.
Yeah, no.
It's just
dudes,
like skateboarders fucking bugging out and doing nasty shit or whatever. It's a bugged out series, but yeah, now that's like regular shit.
Yeah.
Like now the bum fight style of like content creation or whatever, it's not done half as like. It's weird, man. Like, it's just...
It's kind of crazy how, like, those type of videos kind of predicted where we were now. Because even how they were shot. Like, very, rapid fire.
Yeah.
Jump from one thing to another. Here's a little sketch. Here's a fight. Here's a,
Yeah, it's like very...
It was exactly your scrolling activities these days.
Right. And, of course, like, being that it's like that 20-year cycle, pretty much, a dude will watch that and... bring that shit to like TikTok and everybody would start doing it thinking that shit is like the new wave, and it's not.
When it's already been BFK for life.
That shit is old. It's just it's just way easier to get caught now.
Dude, I made that tape go viral and I think Harlem, bro.
In your school, yeah.
I think I did, bro.
I remember you took the cassette. I still have the cassette.
Bro, I gave it to everybody, bro. I made that shit. I was part of the reason that shit was big uptown. And people, if they know me, they know they saw it because of me. Yeah. Like, I'm talking about my whole school saw that shit because of me. Like, I was like, yo, this shit is fucking hilarious,
BFK,
bro.
man.
I think Rufus and Donnie, I think they passed away.
Rufus died in, like, a terrible car accident.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Those R.I.P., man.
Yeah.
I know it's fucked up in hindsight, but there was some funny shit on there, bro.
No, there were some funny moments. Like, me personally, like, when it comes to, the homeless shit, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But when it comes, I mean, bro, how old were we? watching that shit.
In high school, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
we were in high school. We were high schoolers watching that shit. We didn't really grasp the severity of. That's the difference between being a grown ass adult.
Yeah.
And being a kid. Like a lot of the people who are doing this content now are grown ass adults.
Which
is
embarrassing.
Which is fucking despicable. Because yeah, I mean you could make a bag, but bro, there's a lot of other ways to make money on the internet.
Integrity, bro. That's what I try to preach.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd sell my fucking integrity for, but I try to have some integrity with like artistic things. That's what I'm always trying to stick with.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I feel like you don't necessarily make the fast buck that way.
Yeah.
Especially these days, but there's got to be some kind of like self-respect. I even look at like stand up like that. Like I know I could make certain things funny.
Yeah.
Like I've had jokes that have worked.
Yeah.
But I'm like, at the end of the day, do I want to be speaking about this?
Right.
Do I want this to be representative if I'm on stage and people are seeing me?
Yeah.
Do I want to be more of a guy that touches different subjects that are different from maybe not everybody else, but I'm not saying I'm some unique fucking comic, but I mean like I do want us to try to be different in what I talk about.
Right. That's anybody who's trying to do it for the right reasons, normally that's what they have in mind, you know? Like you could come across, there's a lot of gamers online, there's a lot of artists online, there's a lot of break dancers, guitarists, shit like that. Like a lot there's no form of content that hasn't already been done.
Yeah.
But, you know, when it comes to how it's executed, you know, that's important. Because, like, I have people who will tell me, like, they'll see one of my videos, one out of, like, 90 videos, and be like, oh, man, it's this guy, it's sad that people just want to make money. Like, first of all, true crime is, like, the worst place to do that. Like, yeah, you can make money on true crime, and, like, you know, you can make money with your channel or whatever, but, bro, like, I'm not one of those channels that's, like, the flashy craziness and like me in front of a green screen and stock videos and reenactments and all that bullshit
in the middle of your shit.
Like, yeah, like man, I'm not
yeah.
shitting on creators who do that because that's still a lot of work and it's a lot of effort. But there's a lot of people who also have like management and have like a team of like 10 people editing and doing a bunch of shit. Like this ain't cable TV, bro. Like that's the crazy shit to me. Like the content creation, what made it so unique is the fact
the
DIY of it, right?
Yeah.
The fact that you could come together, you could get your own shit, you can make something happen.
A decent product.
Right, but then you have like these little sections of the internet that have like they just grow they turn it into TV. You know, now you have a production, now you have a team, now you're paying like 7 people. And then what happens? I'll hear like 3 years later like a content creator is fucking under fire for not paying an editor. Or paying an editor too little, or not being fair about XYZ.
When they could have just did that shit themselves.
Like, do that shit yourself. Like, why'd you go and turn this shit to ESPN? Like, that shit's crazy to me.
You got 4 people in the booth and shit.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, and then on top of that, to get shitted on and, like, to do it bad. Like, that I see a lot of mistakes when people don't handle their own shit. You know, like, people... Like certain stuff that don't look right or certain shit that just doesn't pop out at the right place. So there's a lot of things you notice when it's like a lot of hands in the, you know, in the dish, so to speak, or whatever. But
chefs in the kitchen.
Right, chefs in the kitchen, whatever. I have hands in the dish. Too many cookies in the jar.
Yeah. Fucking sharks in the sea.
You know what I'm saying?
Bees in the pollen.
Yeah, so it's like. I just find that shit crazy because it's like you chose to say this on the one video that is automatically demonetized. Normally like a 9/11 video.
I think people just automatically assume you're making money because it has a lot of views.
Right.
Which there is like a truth to that, but certain things you can't monetize because of subject matter, right?
Right. You can't monetize 9/11 videos, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're talking about, bro, like, and then people be like, oh, why are the words censored out? You know, and then you'll see people respond. Content creators do this because they want to make money. Like, no, you fucking moron.
You just can't even talk about it.
I can't talk about that because then they hide my video. I'm sorry, but I don't spend fucking 40 hours on a video between writing, shooting my shit, editing, and doing all this stuff I do. I don't do that so that my video could get not even fucking any type of recognition on the platform that I put it on.
Yeah.
Because what they do is if you get dinged for like saying something wrong or your video gets age restricted, it's automatically hidden. Like you got to sign in and it's not going to get nearly as much engagement. And that's like what are we doing here? Like the whole point is to get the message out there. You know what I mean? Even before videos of mine were monetized, that was the same approach. Like I want people to see what I'm talking about because that's what makes it get around and that's what makes people care and understand that it's a problem. That what we're talking about here is an issue. It's not like happy fun go luck. I'm not talking about fucking like Spider-Man 4 or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, fuck, like I could do whatever I want in that case. Or if I wanted to make mad money, I could just go talk about the same shit everyone else is talking about. Like there are stories that 100%. I put a video out, it's gonna be 500,000 views within a week, type shit, or 1,000,000 views in a month, whatever it is. I know it's gonna do well, but that's not what I want to do. That doesn't make me no different from anyone else. Like that,
Yeah.
I just don't. I found my niche, my niche, and I want to handle it a certain way. I don't care if the video gets 10,000 views or 100,000. I'd rather it, just
But
be
that's
true.
what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that
but,
makes sense.
That's not, nobody's thinking, oh, I'm gonna make a true crime channel and become a millionaire. Oh shit, like no, nobody's thinking like that. Like if you want to go make mad bread on the internet,
you start doing like what's that shit like sponsors? Yeah, she was brutally murdered, and now for Blue Chew.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what people. You see that shit happen a lot. Like a lot of times, and then she was never seen again. If you never want to see another ad again, use NordVPN.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. I'm never doing that. Like, that's why I don't accept ads. That's why I don't do promotions. I don't have a Patreon. This shit is, I spend money to make the channel go down. That's the shit people don't think about. So when I see a fucking nerd come out and like, oh, you want to make, like, shut your stupid ass up, bro.
That's another thing, bro. Like, I do wish more people understood, like, if you do get any value from certain content creators, like how much money can go into it. Because there are some people that are just doing that shit with just like their phones, and they're doing that shit just like easy peasy. But then there's people that are fucking buying cameras.
Exactly.
Even buying editing software, paying for it monthly.
Listen, let's break it down. All right?
Bro,
let's break it down.
Cards.
An average. Okay, just break it down.
Yeah.
They want to hear it. Let's break it down. Don't talk shit.
Well, each camera and lenses is probably like $2,000.
One camera, 2 stacks.
Yeah, with a lens.
You could for just that camera.
You could round it all off and say $2,000 each one.
Right. But
even though it's more.
Then you got a lens. Yeah. $450. The laptop to power. 4K videos. Yeah. A bunch of all this shit.
Another $3,000.
You need a power horse. That's another $3,000. You got
audio, $600.
Audio equipment. Bro, audio.
Mics.
I'm talking a cloud lifter, a fucking interface, mics, mic stand, auxiliary cables, good ones that cost money. That shit is upwards of a stack.
Yeah. Dude, okay. Even tripods, each one, fucking $80 plus maybe if you get a decent one.
And then
like lights.
That's that. And then people are like, oh, okay, well those are one time purchases. Then you have it, you're good. No. Not me, because I'm not just in my fucking living room shooting content. Like, again, props to anyone who does that. That's what you choose to do. But again, this is directed at people who want to talk shit about me, what I do specifically, or like the money thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, or not just me. I'm talking like creators in general who do that form of content, or who actually get out there and do it. Now you're talking travel expenses. Just because for me in particular, I go to these locations where the events happen. So a lot of times it's like, people don't understand. For anyone watching this who isn't from the city, if you live somewhere like Manhattan, Harlem area like we do, right? Now you have, let's say a story took place in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Ain't nobody walking, they taking no fucking trains, dealing with motherfuckers wilding out on the train and all the bullshit going on with expensive equipment just to waste 2 hours or some shit to get to a fucking borough mad deep. And then a lot of times the fucking spots don't even be near the train. They be like mad far from stuff. Like, this shit is mad far from civilization. A lot of shit that happens. Bro. Bodies aren't found in the middle of fucking Times Square. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is, a lot of these stories take me places that are like super far from where I live. That could be like a $70, $80 cab going, and then another $70, $80 coming. And now you're talking real travel expenses for that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of this, you have to consider the fact that your actively changing your stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to buy some music for a video. Yeah, I have a lot of music, and all of it is licensed.
Yeah.
I have a lot of videos that I ripped off of VHSs myself, right? But then I also have videos that can't be found anywhere else. But I have a source that I contact that I could actually pay to have a video license, and they draw up a contract, and I'll go ahead and sign it. And that video now, I licensed it. I could use that video on my content without ever getting any type of problems.
And that's all cash,
That's
bro.
mad. That's bread. Now go to most channels, they don't really handle it that way. Sometimes they'll just use pictures, or they're not gonna spend that money. You know what I mean? I make sure I do that because I don't believe in. I don't want. That's just what I choose to do. It's not about. It doesn't mean anyone else is half-assing their content or anything like that. It's just that's what makes me feel like I'm delivering the story the right way, right? So there's a lot of expenses that go into this shit, all for a fucking dweeb.
For a dweeb to come, hey, this fucking guy sucks.
Yeah, this guy, yeah. hey,
I'm gonna stop doing that on your page, bro.
The brightness at at timestamp 4:30 was too bright. You should check into that. Like, this ain't cable, bro.
Yeah, your angles of you got to go on the 90-degree.
Or motherfuckers
function.
will comment on some shit from 3 years ago and be like, "Hey, word of advice: lose the music." Like, okay, I'll just go tell myself that 3 years ago, dipshit. Like, that shit is, this is stuff you learn. Like, this is not cable. Again, like, fuck out of here. And then you have people who think they're better than you because you do the content that, like, bro. So you came over here and typed something in specifically to find this shit. Or you saw a thumbnail that was crazy. Like, my thumbnails and my captions are so straightforward because I don't want no one coming here like, oh, this is not what I expected. I had that before. People didn't know how wild the stories were going to be. So now I'm just very straightforward as much as I can be without keeping anything out. And you clicked on the video, and now you're telling me that I'm sick for reporting it?
Yeah, like, you're obviously
sick,
interested.
You're watching it.
Yeah, but man, you
don't get off your
can't
fucking,
win with the public, bro.
Get off your fucking high horse, bro. Like, that shit is crazy to me.
Yo, the public is... Dude, there's been like... I always say this shit. I know the discourse in America because of like fight sports fans.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Bro, I follow fucking sports. Did you see what happened with Gervonta Tank Davis?
Right, the knee?
Yo, bro. Listen. People were really out here saying he didn't take a knee when he said he took a knee.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, he took a knee.
Yeah.
He said it.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
The ref started counting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a knee.
Yeah.
And people, no, but or what about Roach? He took a knee. Meanwhile, what they're talking about, bro, is they tie up and Gervonta pushed him down.
Yeah.
It's not the same. But yeah, he landed on his knee. I'm like, yo, bro, do you not get what boxing is?
Yeah.
People have been taking knees.
Yeah,
if you get clipped, sometimes a fighter, instead of trying to stay up and get hit again, they'll take a knee. They're like, yo, if they're up big in the fight,
right,
like, or if they don't want to, if they know, yo, he just caught me,
but
I think I could catch him later. Let me take this knee, get the 10 count.
Yeah.
The standing 9 count.
You're supposed to take advantage of the count so that you can catch your breath.
The dude did this, and people, I'm like, yo, this is what we're living in. You're seeing the guy tell you.
The guy admitted it. You saw it, and y'all still denying it. That's where we're at right now.
That's why America's fucked. Yeah. Bro, that I'm like, yo.
That's just what life is in general now.
Bro, you ain't believing nothing with your own eyes, what they're telling you.
You're not believing, like, that, again, though, that's what creates, like, cynical ass people.
Bro,
like,
it's bugged out, bro.
It makes you want to just hate on everything. Like, yo, fuck out of here, bro. I'm not fucking with you dumb motherfuckers. Like,
yo, dude.
You saw it happen and you still denying it?
And it was a great fight. I'm actually a Tank fan. Mm. I think at 135 pounds, he doesn't get enough credit. Mm. He does get credit because he's a moneymaker. People try to say that he hasn't fought the best champions, which I get. He hasn't taken on the toughest competition in that division.
Yeah.
Like, he fought Pitbull Cruz. He won't give him a rematch. Pitbull Cruz gave him a great fight before.
Yeah.
Roach was a 130-pound champion. Mm-hmm. He came up in weight, so Tank fought the smaller guy.
Yeah.
And I think even without the knee, I think Roach won that fight.
Yeah.
And people want to argue, oh, But yo, I'm like, yo, if you go stats by stats, you could use people's logic.
Bro, people aren't. This is what happens when shit is just out of control. Like, there's no true. It feels like there ain't no true fans of shit. Because you would not argue that as a true fan of the sport. Like,
if you really fuck with boxing, you took a knee.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Like, are we gonna just? But now and then, the NYSAC, the NSAC not my SAC, NSAC, which is New York State Athletic Commission.
The MySAC.
My SAC commission. Yeah. My Paul SAC commission. They're out there fucking saying that was okay. And I'm like, yo, you can't. That's like, boxing already got that whole corruption thing.
Yeah.
Because of like Vegas and whatnot. People have this big money fights,
crazy
right?
bets.
If you have the superstar fighting and he's winning.
Yeah.
You know how many hands eat from that cookie jar? Yeah. Promoters, Vegas, venues. Mm-hmm. You want to keep them that. But that whole shit in boxing needs to, that somebody loses and it's a problem. That's why UFC is doing better. Because they don't give a, you could lose a fight in UFC or in MMA. Yeah. And if it's a good fight, you don't lose no stock.
Right.
People want to see your next fight because they're like, yo, my man came to scrap.
Yeah. It's like that. Like, you could kind of see it going in that direction for a minute. Like, it takes time for that shit to happen, but you could see it getting looser and looser. Like, more, what's the word I'm looking? Like, they're like more,
business oriented, I guess.
Like, accepting of that kind of shit going on.
Yeah, like, it's because people have accepted it for so long.
Yeah, and it's whack.
It feels like powerless.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, and I'm telling you, man, I hate to say that it's, like, similar, but I see the way people view, like, because sports is, like, something that's supposed to bring people together.
Yeah.
Like, sporting events, like, dude, like, you look at teams, like, if you go watch the Rangers or the Knicks, you'll have people from all fucking forms of life that look different. Fucking, they're fans of this shit,
Right.
It's just, like, sports, But even in sports now, people aren't, like, really even like, yo, there's rules to these things. There's
it's I don't know, it's weird, man. Like, you even see that, like, it's funny because now that wrestling entertainment is being handled more like sports. Like, like, you see people trying to have those discussions about wrestling. I'm like, stop it, bro. Like, me being a huge fan that dropped out for a minute, and like, I don't know every new wrestler now. I don't watch every fucking federation now. I don't. Like, I just don't have the time for it, right? But I'm tuned in or whatever. We all talk about it pretty often, but like, motherfuckers are trying to talk to you about shit that it's like, yo, can you fucking stop?
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking about Goldberg's streak? Like, that shit wasn't real. Like, that shit
he was the most vicious.
Like, first of all, he went from like 1 to like 150 matches in like 7 episodes of Monday Night.
He just did that shit to Ming and Tonka.
Yeah, like, I mean,
that was his name, Tonka.
Yeah, he went through like the whole B-rated roster. He was beating motherfuckers like Glacier and Earthquake, Ming, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he was fucking with mad people.
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, like
Fit Finley.
Bobby Lashley.
They threw everybody at him. I think he gave me the jackknife. WCW.
He beat me the second episode, bro. Like, but yeah, like, right now the talk is like the whole thing with Cena. Like, Cena went heel finally.
Which I say, I don't follow as much WWE these days. I don't follow, but I understand it. You know what I mean? But that is not the biggest.
No, I mean, that would, I don't know. I guess. Listen, man. I don't care to have it's fine. Everyone's gonna have their opinion, but there's just facts.
Yeah.
Involved. Like, I like the fact that he went heel, right? Everybody kind of wanted that, like, for a while. Like, oh, wow, will this really happen? So it's cool to see it happen. I just felt like it wasn't done the way, it wasn't done as cool as, like, first of all, get Travis Scott the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
like that automatically was annoying. Like, there's no reason for that, bro. I get it. Again, the business side of it and all that shit, I get it. Still, don't mean that it would have made a big difference, like, for that particular instance. This is like a 5 to 10 minute portion of like a 4-hour show. It wouldn't have meant, you could have had him come out at any point in the show. All that happened is he got like Cody Rhodes got a busted eardrum and a fucked up eye from him being there. And that's all. And you're talking about, and this is a guy that's wrestled like nothing but fucking big ass dudes who could really bust his ass, and it's Travis Scott.
He fucked him up.
Travis Scott gave him a busted
gave him the old
intro.
1-2.
Bubba Ray Dudley came out on his fucking podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, he deserves to get his jaw rewired." And I knew that mad people would feel that way because that's a big deal. Like you can't just injuring talent is crazy.
Injuring like the champion, right? Like Cody
yeah,
Rhodes is the
Cody
guy
Rhodes
right now.
I'm tired of seeing that dude get fucking treated like a rag doll too. Like I want to see him go heel and just bully people. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to see this dude always getting fucked with. That whole finish the story and all that shit they were running like the last 3 years. It's like, bro, I was tuned in, and every time it just felt like, fuck, this is. They just keep fucking with him.
Keep shitting on
now
him.
Travis Scott busted his ass. Like, oh god.
Like they're gonna have.
Like you would have never seen David Arquette busting Goldberg's nose.
Yeah,
Shit would have
and
never
really
happened.
fucking him up.
Dennis Rodman busting fucking Hogan's
I'd
jaw.
understand Dennis Rodman more before fucking Travis Scott.
Of course, yeah, that'd be a more like I also just
Karl
thought like
Malone.
yeah, like exactly. Remember that it was Karl Malone.
Karl Malone
and
with,
DDP.
Yeah,
versus Rodman and Hogan.
Yeah,
because it was Hollywood Rodman.
Rodman made sense to be in the NWO though. That was a perfect, like, if there was anything more, like, celebrity at the time,
yeah,
he fit perfectly in that shit.
Nah, Rodman definitely made sense.
Yeah, he was, like, the most fitting celebrity at the time to jump into fucking...
I just feel like these are things that you could learn from the past. Like, people are always going to find a way. Like, that's just my opinion. That's all. Like, it doesn't mean shit. I'm just saying, like, I've seen it happen before where they just over celebritize they put so many celebrities into the fucking.
It's also not needed. The shit is on Netflix now. Like it's in so many homes.
Yeah, I mean, like
how much bigger you think?
We had Mike Tyson fucking with Stone Cold like 25 years ago. This shit ain't new, but I just feel like look what happens when you have a fucking idiot in the ring. Like that shit. Not everybody's Logan Paul and fucking Bad Bunny. They were really about it. Like they really paid attention. You could tell they trained well and like they wanted to like.
It takes a skill to actually wrestle.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
It's not just. That's what. If more people could do it, there'd be way more people doing it.
I just felt like it was also just a week, in terms of impact and like what people felt. It was a good thing. It was cool to see everybody react to it, but the actual heel turn itself, I felt could have been way cooler.
I didn't like that, like, even, like, The Rock gave the sign, because it's like he gave it away.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's not like a...
Yeah.
Like the Hogan one. That's the one I always think about, right?
Yeah.
He comes into the ring.
You didn't know.
You didn't know, and then it was Macho Man, right? That he's on the ground.
Macho Man was getting beat up.
And then my man bounces off the ropes. It drops the leg.
He went to the corner and dropped the leg.
Bro, no, but they see that's...
People were throwing garbage in the ring.
Yeah. People were really tight.
People were throwing garbage in the ring. People were fucking wilding out at that. And then he grabbed the ring. I mean, he grabbed the mic. And he was talking different.
Yeah.
You didn't hear Hogan talk like that before that. He was like, you could call this the New World Order Wrestling, brother. And you have Hall and Nash. Stupid. You have Hall and Nash behind them, like, just loving the fucking hate they're getting because they understood what they just did. Like, yo, people hate us right now. This is great. Like, they fucking hate us right now even more. So, yes, to me, that's always going to be the best heel turn. Cena turning heel.
Not for, I think...
Cena been soft turning heel over the last 20 years. It's not, like, he's done some heelish shit, even as a babyface. He's talked shit like a heel. He's definitely done some heel-esque shit.
He should hire like Daylight and Charlie Clips to like write like real battle raps.
Oh man,
he just becomes like a super mean battle rapper.
Yeah, like that would have. I would have loved to just see him like be hugging Cody. I didn't mind The Rock giving the sign so much because when the camera went on his face and he turned mean, everybody, you kind of heard the crowd react to that, which was cool. But I thought it would have been good if like Cody went to like let go of him and he just like back body suplexed him or like fucking German like violated him. He kicked him in the nuts, stared at him for a little while. Like, I get it, but it didn't do shit for me. I was just looking at this shit like, damn, man. Like,
I think it was just the execution to me that I'm talking about, like the drama of the wrestling. Like to me, like Hogan, It was that. It was
Oh
that
no!
one.
To me, that's the best heel turn.
Yeah,
I've been saying that before
movement.
this though.
Yeah,
like you could find posts of me saying that shit. I've always been adamant that the Hogan heel turn was the best heel turn in
executed
wrestling.
wise.
Executed
Not
wise.
what it means too, but I mean execution.
Bro, that was a big deal. This is, I am a real American. Like that. All right, you know how when you talk about basketball, you think about Jordan. When you talk about fucking baseball, you think about like Babe Ruth. When you talk about wrestling, you think of like Hogan.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you know, the Rock and Stone Cold and Cena and shit. But Hogan was like the face of wrestling, even though he's like a piece of shit on the low.
Yeah,
you know, or not just on the open.
He be getting booed.
Like we're just to be clear, we're talking Hogan 30 fucking years ago, not
I don't
not new school.
I'm not talking about his fucking politics and his fucking.
Not
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Fuck
shit.
all that. But you know, it's just that to me was always the best heel turn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and just how I feel the best debut was Jericho.
Oh, dude,
that was a great debut.
The countdown.
It was an excellent debut.
The music.
Yeah, people knew it was him. They knew he was coming.
But I think it was also that entrance music, very iconic. The
entrance music,
just standing there.
Him interrupting The Rock, who was the biggest star in WWE at the time, and then him just getting a major push because at the time, WCW just kind of had him. They had all their, attention invested in like the NWO and like the bigger wrestlers. So that's when Jericho was doing the whole man with 1,000 moves thing, and like he was a troll, and he was really good at like being a bad guy. So having him come to WWE and just giving him that major push out the gate, like, okay, you're gonna interrupt The Rock, That's a big deal, bro. In the middle of him talking, and then all attention is like he automatically was a star. You know what I mean? I don't remember what his first actual match was like. I don't know if that was like the best match or whatever. It wasn't.
Actually, don't.
I don't think it was. I think he was kind of like people. I can't remember accurately. I have to look back at that, but I kind of remember it being like. I think people expected more of him, like when in his first actual match, but that shit didn't last long. Like he made his he did what he did. Like he was good at his time in WWF, and WCW came to an end like right after or like shortly after. But yeah, man, like. There are certain moments in wrestling you're always gonna remember. You know what I mean? I think for kids it's definitely like the Cena thing is big.
Oh yeah, for that generation, that's their guy,
Yeah.
That's their guy big time.
Yeah.
Like I missed that whole John Cena like wavertree. Like I kind of fell off at that time.
Nah, yeah, like I remember him when he first, started with the whole rhyming and shit like that, and it was funny. It was mad funny, like to see this dude coming out there rapping and being so corny. Like, it was pretty funny, but he was always a good wrestler. You know what I mean? He has some good matches, but like when it comes to the execution, I'm going with the Hollywood Hogan heel turn.
Yeah, that'll be forever. Like I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you got to build a career so long as being a good guy again to have that happen.
Yeah.
Like, and then you got to execute it right. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's I don't know if we'll ever see some shit like that again. Actually,
I don't think so. It's like you really can't. How that would have to have started like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like Cena was probably like
the last guy that could have that was like that meaningful.
That could surprise somebody.
Yeah, because he was such a good guy for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got dude. That's kind of bugged out. We'll never see that again.
Yeah.
Well, at least not me, guys. I'm out of here.
Like I would love to see Cena be like a nuisance that like not even The Rock could control him. Yeah. And eventually they'd beef or whatever.
That would be cool if they went there. That he goes
he just goes
against
nuts.
everybody.
He goes against everybody, and he's just his own man and fucking wows out.
Yo, The Rock suck my cock. Like he just starts fucking becoming a crazy rapper. Like he's just shit.
Yeah, like I think that would be sick, but we'll see where it goes. Like, there's nothing right now.
That new luchador motherfucker, what's his name? He's not new, but Penta. That's a cool character, bro.
Yeah.
That's a cool. That dude is ill, bro.
Yeah.
The little fucking walk when he comes out.
Yeah, that reminds me of some old school shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And then how that whole shit that he does, the Cero Miedo shit, like no fear.
Yeah.
So clever. Like that's like marketing genius shit.
Yeah,
bro.
he has his character down, man. And he has the wrestling to back it up, you know?
Yeah, like yo, that dude, I hope he fucking.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of, when it comes to wrestling, like, you kind of need gimmicks and shit, bro.
Yeah.
You can't just Bobby Williams, Timmy Thompson.
It's Joey Ortiz.
It's Joey the Earthquake Ramon.
And Mario.
Joey the Earthquake Ramon.
And Mario the Tornado.
Yeah, like Timmy Tool Time Thompson. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's a kind of gimmicky, so that's not accurate, but you get what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers be coming out in just spandex, like Jimmy Orton. Like, fuck, man. Like, I want to see motherfuckers come out with a character.
Johnny Bagley. Tommy the Gun. Ferocious.
Ralph Cortson.
Like, Ferocious Victor Vaughn.
Jamie Johnny Johnston.
Oh my God, he just did. It's like a whack ass move.
Yeah, like what the fuck? The tornado backdrop. Oh my God, he landed on his ribs. That's so fucking whack.
You be killing that shit in 1946.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I get that gimmicks is kind of crazy too because the 90s has some fucking dumb gimmicks like Brodus the Barber Beefcake. You know, like
Doink.
Doink
the clown, bro.
You know, but I love that. I call that shit the in your house era. You know,
that's what it was, though.
It was the in-house. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm sure bad people.
They also had cool characters too coming about, like Razor Ramon.
Yeah, I mean, Razor is Razor though. That shit sound dangerous.
Yeah,
like a motherfucker could come out with the name Razor right now, and I'll believe he. You know, he's some wild
Razor Rodriguez.
Now you see that in wrestling, you can't use that name no more.
What, Razor?
Because there's only one Razor, bro.
Yeah, no.
Can't use another Razor.
Unless he's like, isn't his son a wrestler?
Yeah, he is, but I don't know where he is right now. I think he was
doing Big Japan type shit.
Yeah, Big Japan, yeah.
That's what it's called, right? Big Japan wrestler?
Total Japan?
It's some shit like...
Totally Japan?
Is it a Big Japan pro wrestler?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Why do you make me sound fucking...
Bro, it just... I've been saying it so much. Say so much wrestling shit. Pro Japan Pro. Nah, he came out, he had the whole, the hall, you know, like underwear and shit with the blood and shit. It looked, he had like the same thing as his dad, so that was cool.
He could be Razor, whatever his name is.
That would have been dope if they had a new Outsiders.
Oh, that's a good one too. It comes with a tag team.
Yeah, man.
We should just boom, 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 no, no, no.
Yeah.
When you in school, were you part of DX or were you part of the Wolfpack?
I mean,
there was like that. You remember that in school? Like, yo, who you rocking with?
I mean,
I was like, man, younger people.
Man, I was down with both, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you were.
I was telling people to suck it, and I was doing this in the hallways too. Fuck it.
I always found the Wolfpack shit funny. Like.
the Wolfpack shit was like, that's when the NWO was already like, they were stretching that shit.
Yeah, that's.
They came out with the fucking.
Bro, they had everybody down with the NWO. They had the motherfucker selling popcorn in the stands was with NWO. My man's at concession stand.
The popcorn people were NWO. The
film guys.
The sound guys were NWO. Jerry Lawler. I almost called him Jimmy Lawler.
Jimmy the Jackhammer Lawler.
This is Johnny Lawless. Fucking. You know, it was a cool era, the Brian Pillman era. The loose cannon, Brian Pillman and Stone Cold, that rivalry.
Yeah.
Where he took out a gun and tried to shoot Stone Cold.
The loose cannon.
You'll never see that shit happen now.
The loose cannon. That was like probably what, 97?
Yeah, it was about that. I got to see them wrestle like at a house show.
You got to see Ahmed Johnson wrestle, right?
Yeah, I got to see the Nation of Domination. I seen The Rock wrestle with the Nation.
Yeah.
I found the actual card. Like I found the flyer for the show I went to.
That's sick.
Yeah, I found it. I had to dig mad hard, but I found it. And that night I saw a 6-man tag too. It was like 3-on-3, I believe. And I think it was like Stone Cold and I forget who he was tag team with versus the Hart Foundation.
Oh, that's
but it was like
sick.
Owen Hart. It was like Owen Hart.
Was it Bulldog?
It might have been British Bulldog, and Brian Pillman.
Oh,
Brian
that's
Pillman
fucking...
was also on the card. Yeah, it was sick. That was like a regular, like I didn't know about, at the time I was so young. I didn't know the difference between like house shows and like what's on TV.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember my grandfather telling me, "Oh no, this was not going to be on television. This is just like an event, and you just kind of had to be." It was like felt like a regular ass event. Like it was mad people there. It was at the Garden. It was like one of those things where you sign up for the shit in the paper. Like you send the coupon in from the paper.
Oh,
and then they send you the tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen WWE live.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Yeah.
That's something I never fucking got to see.
I went then. I saw the Raw 25th anniversary. I've been to a SmackDown. I've been to a few events.
Bro, I be wanting to go to these events, but like even today, I feel like I look at it and it's like sometimes it's like going to anything, even like a fucking Knicks game. It's like you go on vacation for these prices.
Yeah, nah. Fuck
and like
that.
I'm not a guy that could just be all the way in the back because I can't see shit. So I got bad vision. So.
Yeah, and then the part they don't tell you about wrestling is that there's none of the announcing and shit. Like it's just like you just hear mats. Like,
dude, that's how I feel about watching NFL live.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to hear, he's on the 10 and 9. Like, I want to hear some. You're there. You're like,
yeah.
And the game goes by so fast.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're just there, you just see the play. I remember I got good tickets to a Jets game once.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to just put my headphones on. I want to hear motherfuckers talk about who got the ball.
Yeah. No, you have to like have your phone with like the shit live streaming in your ear to like get the
the play by play. Like,
yeah.
Because I'm looking, I'm like, what number is that? I don't know.
Got me feeling like an old school father at a baseball game.
Yeah.
Like the shit they showed like a Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
Just disconnected, bro.
Yeah, you're at the event and you just hear the crowd talking and just like the sound of the mat. And every few minutes when they do a good move, it's like.
I want to go make funny ass signs.
Yo, you ever seen the fucking like the collection? There's a page that has nothing but
signs.
Bro.
One that always made me laugh when I was a kid was one that I saw and it just said DDP eats ass. Yeah, that's it. Yo, DDP eats ass, bro. That shit killed me, bro.
Yo, DDP sued Rockefeller.
Did he?
Yeah, for this.
Oh shit! Did he?
Rock, you bastards. He sued them for that.
Chill, don't do that, bro. We gotta blur that out. I always found it funny that he wrestled in jeans.
He wrestled in a lot of wild shit. Diamond Dallas Page didn't give a fuck. Like he came into the game when he was 40, bro. At that point, he was set in his ways. He's like, yo, I'm not wrestling in no spandex.
My man came out.
I'm wearing nothing but denim.
He left the ring straight to the bar, chilling, bro. He's like, just chilling.
It's sick to see what he's doing now, man. DDP yoga.
Yeah.
And like, he's been doing it for a long time. Like, he helped out Scott Hall and Jake the Snake ages
I've always
ago.
wanted to try it because he basically mixes like calisthenics with yoga.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's like light weightlifting too. It's not just like the yoga poses.
Right.
But it's like, I think it's more, I won't say tougher than yoga because yoga is fucking hard.
Yeah.
If you're really doing those poses and shit.
Yeah.
But like, it's a little more like, you're not some fucking yogi, you know what I
mean? Yeah.
It's not.
Now that's sick to see, man.
Yeah. He's helping fucking Lex Luger right now, you said, right?
Yeah, Luger, he's with, I seen, like, Cody Rhodes pulled up.
He used to do that, right? Am I wrong? The snake?
No. There's a shirt of Stone Cold where he has his hands are the rattlesnakes.
Is it?
It's like him in the corner doing his
I could have sworn Lex Luger used to pose like that.
He always posed. He's a fucking bodybuilder. Of course he posed like that.
I could have sworn he posed like that.
Lex Luger.
We should get some fucking wrestling logos, bro.
So I'm gonna be Joey the Steamboat.
Joey the Tugboat.
Joey the Tugboat Ortiz. No, what would your name be?
Mario the Six Train Benitez.
Mario Madman.
Madman Mario Benitez. The mad. I'm fucking mad.
You come out just mad.
The madman.
We're here with Mario the Madman.
The whole time I look at the.
Asking about his match he has against Hulk Hogan. What does he have coming up? What does he have? How do you feel about your match coming up against Hogan? You know, Mean Gene, I'm so mad.
I'm so mad that I can't even express it.
But I'm gonna let it out in that ring.
The madman, Mario Benitez.
You're gonna see why they call me the Madman.
And I'm not here alone. I'm here with Joey the Tugboat.
I'm here with the tugboat. And he's gonna pull you to the bay and throw you back in the ocean. Wait, but that's the Macho Man. We just stole the Macho Man.
We stole his whole gimmick.
Hey, man.
The madman.
It happens. Gimmicks, stolen gimmicks.
The madman. I'm still the madman, Mario Benitez.
That shit is funny.
Yo. That's it for this week,
man. Just chopping it up, talking shit. But yeah, man, tune into the next episode where Joey the Tugboat
and Madman Mario Benitez.
Tune in, and we're gonna tell you about our top 10 matches, our top 10 project.
You're gonna
matches.
see our top 10 matches live. We just wrestled 10 matches. We're gonna do that shit live.
Yeah, wrestling live stream coming soon. We're gonna fight for you.
Right here on Saturday Gigantic.
Oh man, you could really do a wrestling intro for this shit. That shit is funny.
The Madman. Alright, y'all. I'm Mario Benitez.
I'm Jose Ortiz. See you next time. Peace.